The truth be say break up the hurt like they pepper body.
Welcome to Legal Clinic with Stephanie Ubajo.
Hello everyone and welcome to Legal Clinic with Stephanie Ubajo. I'm super excited to have you all here. So on today's episode, what we'll be talking about is why breakup hurt and also possible ways to avoid breakup. The truth is say breakup they ought to like our friends. I've also heard people say that okay, they were proposed and you see them carry their ring that oh he just proposed to me, I'm getting married the next 2 months, he proposed to me, I'm getting married the next 3 months, 6 months and everything, and then you see that the next 2 months is here. Auntie, why are you not married now? She'll be like you like uncle, why are you not married? I left the girl, this is it, and then I'll be like, oh, so you guys have left each other. So in as much as I'm not happy that okay it didn't work out well, but we'll be considering 5 key factors. We're looking at 5 key factors. I want you to stay tuned because number 5 is going to really shock you. So the first thing I want to talk about is what date yourself. So there's no clear-cut rule or there's no way to go about it, just what date yourself. That okay, can I date myself? Because I've had situation when you ask the guy that, oh, why did you leave this potential partner? That look at her, she's very beautiful, she's very industrious, like she's doing well for herself, and you'll be like okay, because of this, so because of that. And you see a lady too that okay, because she has been carrying her engagement ring, she has also got off lot of suitors from her life, suitors that could have gotten married. My guy is in UK, is coming back for me, or because he's trying to make money, is coming back for me. So the first thing is what you have to be able to date yourself. Like I've seen a lot of articles that they say that what marriage does not make people 100% happy. The fact that you are with the love of your life doesn't mean that oh all your happiness is what sets. So you have to be able to date yourself, love yourself, find purpose for yourself, find hobbies for yourself, do things for yourself. I like to do something. I like to always like what know my strengths and know my weaknesses. I'm not saying that you are bad or but you have to be able to what know your strength and know your weaknesses. That okay, these are my strengths, these are my weaknesses, and in my weaknesses you'll be able to say okay, I can work on this, I can do this, I can improve on this. I want you to know that improvement is something that is continuous. Just the way you were 5 years old few years ago, years, so you're expected to what to keep growing, to keep learning, and what to become good. Because the truth is that you have to be able to deal with your character, you have to be able to deal with your weakness, so it won't pose as a problem when you enter a relationship and it's like oh she gets angry easily and then they begin to hold your words, and whereas in reality you don't even mean or what you said. So the second thing I'll be talking about is healing from. Well, the truth of the matter is that everybody is going through or has gone through one pain or grief or the other, and then this has left them to be traumatized. The truth of the matter is that you see some people and they are dating and you be like, why is this lady always smoothing? Why is it that this guy, any small thing he stalks me? Why is it that this guy is always acting like this? The truth of the matter is it could be because of one trauma or the other. True. It could even be dysfunctional background. It could be dysfunctional background, like okay, where they came from, maybe the kind of family or the environment they grew up with. It could be family that they feel that oh women just belong to the kitchen and that's all. And when you as a lady you are trying to say let us have something meaningful, and it says you have to be in the kitchen, you would be a full housewife. Well, there's nothing bad in being a full housewife if that is what you actually. Me, I like that okay when you do things like that, let there be meaning for your life. And that takes me back to my first point, that what date yourself, have meaning for your life. So then you have to be able to what heal from trauma, try to know what the man has gone through, and also try to know what the lady has gone through, and also beyond trying to know, let it to be that the person has healed to an extent. Because whether when in relationship, in marriage, in many things, this thing has a way of what's coming to show itself. Like Van der Kolk in his book say the body keeps the count, is that our body, our brain, our mind has a way of keeping scores, keeping record of what we've gone through, and this has a way of showing itself. So the third thing I want to talk about is effective communication. The truth of the matter is that not everyone communicates well, and when you are dating, if a lot of people have left each other because of these communication issues, they be like okay, I'm saying A, saying B, and then you can't communicate, and even in when they end up getting married, it's also a problem. So you have to be able to communicate well. And one thing about communication is that because over time, for someone like me, I've had people that we don't communicate well, but physically we get to communicate well, or vice versa. So you have to be able to know what works for the person and how to communicate well with the person. And then I'll also bring this five love language by Chapman. It says that okay, you have to also be able to know the kind of way the person understands love, because when you understand how a person understands love, it's easier for you to communicate in that way. That lies gifts now. When you buy gifts, what you're already communicating that oh, I love you, because there are some people that when you give them gift, you feel so excited and happy that oh, this person loves me, oh, this person thinks about me, and that way you are even be able to communicate verbally, you are even able to communicate with your heart with the person. So that's just it. For the fourth point is what you need to acquire necessary approvals. Remember, we are trying to what? We are trying to limit the number of breakup. We are trying to limit the number of breakfast in the society, because I think was it 21, yes, 2021 December, there was this thing going on Twitter that oh, lot of relationship, there was breakup and everything, and then some people would be like how do I, how does this guy get to compensate me? Not even everybody know that there's a law that oh, you can compensate someone. Not everybody knows that okay, it's also against the law that you promise somebody marriage and you will not marry the person. And for me, the first approval is God. And why I say God is that sometimes the man might not look like what you want. You know, in dating yourself, you have already listed all your strengths. You've already also listed what you want in a man, because you need to know what you want in a man. A man may not be 100% what you want. A woman may not be 100% what you want. But as we grow towards become better version of ourselves. So the person who wants to grow to become better version, but you need to seek approval from God. Is God saying yes to this person? If God is saying yes and it doesn't look like it today, definitely God has promised you that He's the man for you. Definitely you will work it out. Another one is what? Your parents' approval. Yes, I know under law, when people are already above parental consent, it's only for someone less than 18 that needs parental consent before the contract of marriage can be done. But I feel, and if you agree with me, I feel that you need your parents consent, because Yoruba will always say something that what you can see now, your parents, like using a tree for instance, that when a child climbs a tree, like what you can see is limited to can see. The truth is that you can see the lady maybe smiling and everything, but these people can decode and know this kind of person sincerely is not good for you. Not that the person is bad. And I want you to know that when someone rejects you, don't see it as oh, it's end of life and then you should commit suicide. No, you shouldn't commit suicide. You are good. The best would come for you. If I are good. And remember that, as I say, date yourself, because when you are dating yourself, you feel that oh well, I just want to wait for the right person. I believe the right person, the one that knows my words, will come for me. So you just have to what? Obtain your parents' consent. And also, people are spiritual guides, spiritual mentors, I don't know, whatever it is that works for you. Also what? Get their approval. Let them also seek spiritual guidance for you. And they say that oh well, for you, well, for the two of you, you're going to end well, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and that's another thing. The number 5, and the main reason why we are here, is on the breach of contract of what? Promise to marry. A lot of people can promise marriage. In fact, we have a lot of people that have sweet smile. They will just promise that I will marry you, you're a beautiful person. The real intention of why they want to get married to you. I was watching a movie and the lady was like, okay, I think it's love over mere lust. Yes. So she was like aging, and then there was this guy that approached her. She was very, very happy that oh yes, finally I'm going to get married. But only for the guy to say his intention is that she's too old for him, and as the intention is because he wants to get a property. So she felt like oh, if this is the reason, I'm not really in doing this. So you have to be able to know the intention. And now, how do you know there is breach of contract of promise to marry? Is that the man himself or the woman herself must have given consent that yes, I want to marry you. The man too must have say what, I want to marry you. He has given you engagement ring, he has proposed, he has done so many things, and you're already waiting that let's get married, let's get married, let's get married. So if already you've done and he ends up not getting married to you, you are what you can what sue a civil case against him, and you are what going to be entitled to what compensation. But I don't like to be one-sided whenever I talk, because people will say, okay, yes, now he has promised me marriage, what about the other party? There might really be genuine reason why the person don't want to even end up married. I want you to know that the court is not going to say, compulsorily, A, you must marry B. No. The highest thing is that what there will be compensation, because really for me it's not fair for you to waste a lady's time or a man's time. It's even more painful for the ladies when you waste their time, that okay, because maybe they have a lot of suitors and you ended up not getting married to them, so it can be painful. It can also be painful for guys will see that sincerely good ladies are scarce, so that this one, and then it's very painful, and it can even traumatize him, because you feel that, well, every lady out there is the same thing. So now what are the defenses? You must be able to show that okay, perhaps the person is committing, the person is cheating on you. I feel you cannot continue, you can't even get married to this person. So that's also a defense for you, that well, this breach of, yes, truly, I promise to marry you, but me, I don't want to marry somebody that what will just be cheating and then is not stable. Okay, so another defense is if you guys are related by blood. Maybe finally you find out that, oh, your dad somewhere has a wife somewhere, which the brother or whatever somewhere is related to you, and as such you can't continue the marriage. So that's also another good ground. The first ground of defense is that okay, the person cheat, the person fornicates. Also another ground is that okay, maybe you guys are related by blood. Another ground is lack of consent. That okay, maybe this is a forced marriage, maybe this one was like lack of consent. I remember we are already in an age that, in fact, people don't even need to see themselves physically to get married. We are in an age that you see the man maybe in another country, that just using picture they are getting married, and you're like, oh, these people are getting married. It's very, very funny. So maybe there was lack of consent, or maybe misconception somewhere, that maybe the guy thought that you said yes and was going around and saying, oh, you said yes. So that's also another ground. So we need to look into these things, and in this dating situation we have to be able to be sure that this is the person's genuine intention for me. Okay, for you, have you gotten all the necessary approvals and consent? Have you spent time with the person and you feel that okay, yes, I can cope with this person? Also, you yourself, let's not look at other person and begin to use the person to cut. Also, if our change starts with us, we have to look at ourselves. Back to our first point, that can you date yourself? You have to be able to be healed from trauma. Don't go to a new relationship with broken heart, wounded heart, because that way you would indirectly treat that person that way, and whereas maybe that's the person that wants to even genuinely show love. So I just hope with these few points of mine I've been able to communicate with you how to avoid breakup, and also how to stop the breach of marriage in present day. So please feel free to engage, feel free to comment, feel free to share this video. Thank you so much.